Hello everyone, this is SharkRay24 here with a special Valentine's Day episode. Now I know this episode is not coming out on Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day is this Friday, but for those of you keeping up with my channel, Mondays and Fridays are when I do my gameplay videos, so currently that's my Persona 5 Let's Play, and then Wednesdays are the days for episodes like this that may fall into any number of categories, whether it's a video essays, or a story time, or in this case, a dramatic reading of various poems, stories, prose, etc. But I've put together, I think, a good collection of 5 pieces, 2 of which are my own that I have written, and I hope you all enjoy. Happy Valentine's Day, even if it is 2 days early. An excerpt from On Seeing the 100% Perfect Girl, One Beautiful April Morning by Haruki Murakami. One beautiful April morning, on a narrow side street in Tokyo's fashionable Harajuku neighborhood, I walked past the 100% perfect girl. Tell you the truth, she's not that good looking. She doesn't stand out in any way. Her clothes are nothing special. The back of her hair is still bent out of shape from sleep. She isn't young either. Must be near 30. Not even close to a girl, properly speaking. But still, I know from 50 yards away, she's the 100% perfect girl for me. The moment I see her, there's a rubbing in my chest, and my mouth is as dry as a desert. Maybe you have your own particular favorite type of girl. One with slim ankles, say, or big eyes, or graceful fingers. Or you're drawn, for no good reason, to girls who take their time with every meal. I have my own preferences, of course. Sometimes, in a small restaurant, I'll catch myself staring at the girl at the next table to mine, because I like the shape of her nose. But no one can insist that his 100% perfect girl correspond to some preconceived type. Much as I like noses, I can't recall the shape of hers, or even if she had one. All I can remember for sure is that she was no great beauty. Awed by Her Splendor, a poem by the Greek poet Sappho of Lesbos. Awed by her splendor, stars near the lovely moon covered their own bright faces when she is roundest and lights earth with her silver. Limerick 2, an original poem by SharkRay24. Once there was a man from Great Britain, and with a maiden was awfully smitten. He'd chase after her, but he would be deterred when he saw her kissing his sister. Sonnet XIV by William Shakespeare. Not from the stars do I my judgment pluck, and yet methinks I have astronomy, but not to tell of good or evil luck, of plagues, of deaths, of seasons' quality? Nor can I fortune to brief minutes tell, pointing to each his thunder, rain, and wind, or say with princes if it shall go well. By oft predict that I in heaven find, but from thine eyes my knowledge I derive, and constant stars in them I read such art as truth and beauty shall together thrive. If from thyself to store thou wouldst convert, or else of thee I prognosticate, thy end is truth's and beauty's doom and date. In the Moonlight, an original prose piece by SharkRay24. I saw her, standing there in the moonlight. She was wearing a blue dress and a white hat. with ribbons flowing through her hair. The wind picked up, and she looked at me. She looked at me in the moonlight, and I saw her, standing there in the moonlight, atop a grassy field in the moonlight, as the fireflies danced around her in a fairy tale ballet. She had the stars in her eyes, and she was the stars. The wind blew through her, and she was the wind. The moon glowed on her face, and it smiled at her, and she smiled at me, and her smile was the moonlight. Was I standing? Or was I floating through the sea of night, with her as my guide, my lighthouse, my beacon of light in the inky blackness and loneliness? Was it a second? Was it a minute? An hour? Day or week, month or year? It felt like forever. I wished it would be forever. With her, smiling at me, smiling in the moonlight, smiling as the moonlight. She was the moonlight, and the stars, and the wind, and the grass, and the lights, and the shadows. She was everything at once, the only thing here. And she smiled at me. Hello everybody, I would like to thank you all for watching this video. It is the first dramatic reading on my channel, and for a very special occasion. I thank you all for listening, I hope you enjoyed, and I would love to give a huge shout out to my friend Nico Rien, who did the artwork for the final piece that I wrote, and she did it super quickly, like in a few hours, because she knew I needed to get this video out soon, so I owe her a lot. Go follow her. I've linked her Tumblr in the description. Go commission her. Do it. She's great. Anyway, on to the end card.